bitches and bros and non-binary hoes.
I hate him! I hate him, Butthead! I hate him!
That's right.
I hate him, Butthead! Shut up!
That's right, Beavis.
Shut up!
Konnichiwa, you little jit.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Wow. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Wow. Nowadays on cruise control. Wow. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm on a roll. Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Puffs, in the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Peanut butter and chocolate too. You know how I do, that's what I wake up to. My Reese's Puffs inspired this rhyme. That peanut butter chocolate covered in its own time. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Wow. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Wow. Nowadays on cruise control. Wow. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Wow. And just like that, I'm on a roll. Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Puffs, in the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Peanut butter and chocolate too. You know how I do, that's what I wake up to. My Reese's Puffs inspired this rhyme. That peanut butter chocolate covered in its own time. Reese's
Sexy in Minecraft, sexy in Minecraft, sexy in Minecraft, sex in Minecraft, sex in Minecraft, sexy in Minecraft, sexy in Minecraft, sex 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 in Minecraft. I go to hospital, my liver is bad. The doctor was telling me I'm gonna die. But I don't care, I'm sitting down, playing in Minecraft with a frown. Sex in Minecraft, sex in Minecraft, sex in Minecraft, sex in Minecraft. Look at them all, challenges here. I'm gonna challenge you with this.
Sex in Minecraft. There, now I can't do the bit for the remainder of stream because I promised myself I would only do it once in a while. There you go. That last song was directed for you, Harful, because you bitched about the intro. I had to go make food real quick and eat it. Ow! Fuck you too. Hello everyone. Hi. Louis, congrats on being first. Hello, I'll call in you. The Clonkers, welcome in. Hello, Shy Guy. Hello, ʃᵗᵱ. Hello, Emma. Hello, Mug. Hello, Harful. Hello, Roof. Hello, Kadath. Hello, Harupi. Thank you, Harful, for the 7 FOMO streak. The numbers aren't double digits yet. What the hell? Shit. Hello, Unemployed Coon. Welcome in. Hello. Hello, McShorts. Hello. Hello, Omniplex. Hello. Hello, Disray. Hello. I don't care. Starve, Mr. Streamer. Fuck you, die in the hole. Fair. Hello, Harper. Hello.
Bud, what's up?
Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone had a good Crimbus, Winter Solstice, Kwanzaa. It's like the 2nd day of Kwanzaa or night. I don't know exactly how that runs. Hello, Sun. Welcome in.
Hey, konnichiwa, bud, what's up?
Hi, Louis. I have essentially no plan. This is mostly a network test.
Hey,
Hi, Harp.
Konnichiwa, bud, what's
First
up?
Wednesday. I had Christmas. Dodged a bullet. That's good. I'm gonna take that as a positive. Oh, nose itchy. Hello. Yeah, we take those. Hell yeah. It was Christmas in New Jersey, and all through the house, none of the creature was stirring except for the gabagool, which somehow has gained sentience and is slowly crawling out of the fridge. This October. No. But would the Gabagool monster be like a threat, or would just a bunch of Italians within the first 20 minutes of the movie just realize, wait, Bug, thank you for hitting the funny buttons. Also, Bud, why didn't you disable all the funny buttons? To be sure. No, then it wouldn't be genuine. It's been too long since I hit that. Fair. The itch you don't know that's constantly there until you see the option, and then you must scratch. Boogie, welcome in. Hello, I got new monitors. Now I can see the stream in 1080. Ooh, poggers. Dun. That was timed well. Good job, Listen, they're not the only one. The stream was muted, and I just tapped it. Listen, it's constantly looming on the horizon. Oh!
Yes, sir.
I hate you! I hate the air that you breathe!
Everyone hit your butt. Everyone hit your butt. It's been a while.
You should not be alive!
Have you missed it? Have you all missed stimming? The neurons in your head firing constantly?
He was
Omni, thank you for fucking year. While I have 20, no, I have 30 I mean, I do every day. La 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 la. Thank you for the year. Appreciate. The hell? Ow. Mama. And a sub baby. Amazon Prime delivered sub baby.
Here's my Primus sub, friend ʃᵗᵗléle58
Thank
Wiggly.
you, ʃᵗᵗléle, for 9 months. What is the child's name? And no, I am not paying child support. That's your responsibility to bear. You are the single mother in this scenario. Thank you, I appreciate sub baby, sub child. Oh, like wiggling and it can't take care of itself. You're the only ow, ow. Ah, scam train. Utter scam train. Thank you, McShort, for also a year. What the fuck, 2 years? So this goes on for like another minute. Band hit train to break our hip. Yeah, hip train. Thank you all for gift subbies. I hope everyone had good Crimbus. I forget that this is, I have to change this soon. Or at least trim it. Wait for it, hold on. I like train. Ooh, update. We've actually dropped Is that tits? Oh. Did I not update that? Yay, okay. Like I said earlier, this is kind of just a network test. Oh, who did that? Omni, thank you for wasting 200 Baileys to play Kirby's Rope Song as soon as the Hype Train announcement song ended. That was too good of timing. I don't like that. That's a little fucking scary. Ah, god damn it. And fine, okay. Why are you guys punishing me with this form? Okay, so I mostly have just a bunch of fucking things to watch. Half of it is really dumb, I will admit.
We came?
I'm gay. Ow, 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 ow. Harmful Thank you for 100 billions. Stop it. Ow!
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay, thank you for another 100 billions. Ow! And another 100 billions. And another.
Keep the change,
the
you
cat.
filthy animal.
Quit beating the cat. Thank you for another and another. Total of 600 so far.
Keep the change, you filthy
700
animal.
so far. 800. Omni, thank you for 36
Keep the
billions.
change, you filthy animal.
The 10, 11, 12.
Keep the change, you filthy
13,
animal.
14.
Keep the
Thank you
change,
for the
you filthy
1400
animal.
Bidleys, Harful. 1500 Bidleys. Ow.
Keep the change, you filthy
This is
animal.
just gonna be it for a bit. Oh, thank God it's finally over. Oh, and thank you
Keep
for the
the
additional
change, you
18
filthy
Bidleys.
animal. Come rope. Keep the change, you filthy
That's
animal.
gonna go off for a bit. That's gonna go off for a bit. Good job, Harful.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Shy Guy, what the fuck? Thank you for the 5 gift subs. It'll be a bit until you hear that.
Keep the change, you filthy
Thank you.
animal.
You got Emmerich, you got Felly, you got Mug, you mean Emmer,
Keep
Ozer,
the
and you
change,
got...
you filthy animal.
It's a hootenanny. No, I said a hoedown. Hootenanny. Okay, Dad, thank you
Keep
for
the
the
change, you
250
filthy
bits
animal.
to play 4 big grooves. You sick, twisted motherfucker.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
No, stop it. Again,
Keep
I
the
hope everyone
change,
had
you filthy animal.
Christmas, winter solstice, time off.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I got to drink at my There, that's okay. Omni, thank you for the $3.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
$3. If they keep fucking me like this, I might just die. Agent, thank you for the 10 gift subs. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hello, welcome. And what the fuck? What the fuck did you get? You got Fridge, you got Good Ghoul, Goody Ghoul, you got the Feral Mom, Charcy, you got Mechadandy, you got Omed, you got Benz, you got Blue, 42. I had it, you know, it was good. I got to see my mom. I burnt my tongue on a delicious Christmas dinner. I got to watch a TV censored version of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, where in scenes where you would see blood from a gunshot wound from a squib, instead it'd be like just a targeted circular sensor of blur. And the most iconic scene, Garbage Day. Oh, there's Comro. Thank you, Kadath, for 200 billions to play home. In one of my favorite scenes, stupidity. Hi, George. Hi, George. Welcome, and hope you're doing good, buddy. In the moment where he would shoot, it would cut to the back, and you would see the squib fly out that guy's back as he's dropping the garbage, and then cut back.
Play some Nintendo. Bone some chicks.
The quickest chop. It was the fastest fucking editing I've seen. God, it was hilarious and sad all at the same time. I showed my younger cousins Die Hard and his parents were pissed. What the fuck? Die Hard's cool though. What the fuck? Die Hard's cool though. You enriched that individual's lives by showing them a good cinema. And then you point out and be like, oh, that's lame. They're sheltered religious kids. That's even more of an excuse. Listen, Kim Jong-un banished all fucking media from his goddamn country, but he was sitting there going, I love Dennis Rodman. It's like, come on, motherfucker. Nah, everyone should have access to everything, but within reason. Ooh. But overall, yes, I had a comfy time. I mostly just sat there, hung out with dogs, and drank, and hang out with my brothers. It was a good time overall. Die Hard feels fairly safe compared to like YouTube. Yeah, Skibbity Toilet. Asia, thank you for the additional 3 gift subs. What the fuck are you doing? Stop it. Be wise and conscientious with your money. I don't play board games with family, but I got the game Illuminati. Ooh. Oh, he climbed upon the leaderboards. I see. Good gerb, I guess. You got Human Bean, Todo, and ʃᵗᵗléve. I like that name, ʃᵗᵗléve. Right, the little bastards. But yeah, overall, I had a good time. It's very comfy. And then I totally slept in. Because I had to work the following day. I completely slept in. Fucking phone buzzing beside my head. just jumping out of bed, running, going, ah, shit. Ah, I love only having one day off, and I wasn't picked to work Christmas Day. Oh. But in better news, I get to work at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so when I say this is a small stream, it's not just by text, it's also by length. So don't expect me on here for too much longer, but at the same time, I have stupid videos to show you all. Well, not all stupid, some of them are very nice.
Dude, what the
What?
Why are you fucking here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife?
Why do you come in here and bully me? What do you get out of this? Explain. Explain yourself.
I hate you!
Come on.
I hate the air that you breathe! I hate the fact that you're even living! You make me
Stop
sick!
that. Get some help.
You should not be alive! You should not breathe the same air I breathe! You are scum! You are below me!
Thank you for level 5 hype. Oh yeah, there's new hype train emotes. There's actually a reason again to support. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God. All-time new record shattered. Yay! Thank you all. Thank you all for the support. You don't need to do this. I really hope that you're being conscientious and wise with your money. Please. Or I'll beat you with bamboo sticks. And not like the cheap ones that are really dry out. I mean like the good, thick ones that's gonna hurt. Hurt real fucking good. Well, like good for me because I'm gonna laugh. Bad for you because it's gonna hurt like fuck. Thank you. I am not to beat me. Skibidi toilet for real. Gang. Oh yeah, they got the GTA fucking emotes coming out for a game that's gonna be a while off. I don't know. They said 2025, but like, is that 2025 second quarter? Are they gonna drop it in the summer? Is it basically gonna be like the 11th hour of the year? Still closer than Elder Scrolls 6. You think that game's coming out? Look, I don't want to say anything disparagingly, because ultimately I would like people's like hobbies to thrive and grow. Have any of you seen Starfield fan art? Have any of you seen anything dedicated to that video game from a community? Because I haven't. Not a damn thing. So yeah, Kadathi, actually you said it the best. ES6 is a concept. We'll see if it everyone wishes real hard it'll come into existence. Like bringing back Santa Christ. It's all believe now. Anywho. Thank you again all for the support. You're too nice to me. Stop it, Earl. Stop it. I got mac and cheese. Oh, poggers. Hey, you guys know there's a stop motion Pokemon thing coming out on Netflix today?
I'm supposed to start working here today. My name is Haru.
You should probably watch it, because look at how cute this looks. Look how fantastic this looks.
To take care of these Pokemon.
Look at the Rattata. Look at the little Charmander with a scarf.
Words, you'll be the Pokemon concierge.
The Pokemon Resort? I can't believe I'm actually here. Ah!
Bird. Hi, Glenn. Welcome in.
It's the first time I felt so relaxed.
I want you to make the Pokemon feel the exact same way that you do.
Yet? No. There is a 3D model made by our wonderful community member,
The
McSchwartz.
Pokemon don't exactly
It's
tell you what makes
PS1
them
model.
happy.
Look at him.
And I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, most
There he
humans
is.
won't say
There
it to
he
your
is.
face either. They say things like, take a guess.
They're all pretty interesting,
Yeah, it's fucking
right?
Thank you again,
This one is Hoppip.
McSchwartz. It's really
This is
fucking neat
Mudkip.
of you. You
And
did
the yellow
not
one
need
is
to do
Pika-
this.
No, I mean,
Now
it's
import it
Psyduck.
into Vampire.
Let me
I have to do a little research for a few things. I also have to boot up VR chat for the first time in a while. And hopefully they won't be sticklers and just let me import it.
Now, let's have another fun day at work. Welcome to the Pokemon Resort.
This is the shit I've been wanting out of this goddamn franchise for decades. So that's tomorrow in like less than 40 minutes my time. I am excited. And I will most likely at some point binge. I assume it's no Growlithe this side. No, none that you've seen in the trailer. None that you've seen in the trailer. Never imagined that we make a Pokemon stop motion thing. This almost feels like it's targeted to make me smile. Why? Like, the mediums are vast, and honestly, that's probably done in Blender. I'm gonna be real with you. Worthy Kids does some incredible stuff in Blender all by themselves. I can only imagine. Not to say all stop motion is dead, but what the fuck is that? Hello, Rag. Welcome in. It's Canadian. You want to see the PS1 Canadian? Look, there he is. Here, let's get this guy shrunk to an appropriate size. Put him right here. I could stick him in the jar, but I don't want to. I know you want me to stick him in the jar, and that's why I'm denying you.
I hate you!
And that's why Rag hates me.
I hate the air that you breathe! I hate the fact that you're even living! You make me sick!
See?
You should not be alive! You should not breathe the same air I breathe!
Absolutely
You are scum! You are below me!
Hi, Rag. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good, bud. You spinning in the microwave. Having a good time, boo. Hey, so even though Crimbus is done, there's still more of these, so you still have to suffer with this. Suffer's the wrong term. You love this.
You have to do yourself a favor when you're out in the countryside and you see chicken, chicken, dum dum, chicken, 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 dum dum, chicken, 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 dum dum, chicken, chicken, dum dum, chicken.
I browse the aisles.
Yeah, it's Yoda, not Baby Yoda, thank God.
Looking for the savings of my dreams. Maybe pills or ketamine. I don't know actually what they sell at Walgreens.
Try to look the chicken in the eye. They're very prone to hypnosis.
Yeah, the Herzogs. God, it's been a couple years of this every December from this goddamn channel. And all the lore behind it is so fantastic. Alright. So this next one might be controversial for some people. I'm just curious what it is. Because while also at my mother's, just browsing through her Roku, not a care in the world, I came across the movie in reference to the upcoming video. Now don't shun me, because he's on the screen. But JonTron made a video about a wrestling Christmas miracle. And I'm just too fucking curious. I'm sorry.
Hey there. Before we start today's amazing video, we've got...
Let's see what he's shilling. Rocket money. Alright, I've seen a bunch of people do this lately. Okay, and... there.
A strange little entry into the world's collective film collection called A Wrestling Christmas Miracle. I warn you to brace yourself for this one, because while it may not evoke strong feelings at first glance, with a tagline like, "Stupid crooks hold the only copy of a youth's movie for ransom while his father's away in Africa staging a wrestling-based coup," we can't really ignore, can we? We can't, how do you say,
What?
look the other way?
What?
So let's bust open this
What?
stocking stuffer and take stock of just how much coal.
What? What? Go go a little back, little back. Yeah,
Play some Nintendo. Bone some chicks.
No video games. No video games. You get me. You don't like it? Get out. Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass. Fork knife Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass. Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass. No, I don't want to update it. So, as I referred to earlier, this is still a network test. I have been having some disconnects lately, if anyone's not aware. And I've been checking everything that I could on the line and with my equipment. And I have, at this point, come to the conclusion that my router, because I don't have an all-in-one unit, I have two separate units. One does the modem, the other does the funny digital signal. I think the router's dying, but in the funniest way. Update firmware. Well, that's why I'm currently directly connected to the modem to confirm. And with that thing, given its age, I'm gonna have to do some stuff. The Wiffle is a little borked right now, which means I have to use the data on my phone that I never ever use. Oh no, a tragedy. How will I survive this cruel cold winter? Put on throne. No, the only thing that's going on throne at this point is suggestions, things for the cat, and you cringe. Yes, thank you, Nightbot. It's cringe. Oh, but yeah, stupid crooks.
Konnichiwa, you little jit.
I am. Stupid crooks steal copy of some child's film while father is staging coup in Africa, and the coup itself is
Rest.exe gifted a tier E sub to elf 下划线 in 下划线 A 下划线这儿.
No.
They have
no,
given 75 gift
Hi,
subs in
Ultra
the
Omega
channel.
Nut. Welcome in, bud. Hope you're doing good. Put him in the jar. Put him in the jar. That's a nice 3D model you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody shoved him in the jar with Van Sommer. No. Wrestle you.
Africa
I will
staging
yes, I will wrestle
wrestling
you for
based
all of
coup.
Africa.
We can't really ignore, can we? We can't, how do you say, look the other way? So let's bust open this stocking stuffer and take stock of just how much coal we all got for this Christmas holiday. I give you a wrestling
in
Christmas
front of the
miracle.
bat milk. Oh no, now you only see the bat milk. The milk, if you will. I'm not. What do you mean stalling?
Wait, is
this is the
really
entire.
first thing
This
we
is
see?
it. This is it.
Did I start halfway?
Ow.
So right
Emma,
off
it's
the
a
bat,
small
the movie
stream
starts off
where all
on a
I'm
very
doing is
strange
just
foot, and the first
mainly
actual
testing
4
my
minutes and 30
internet
seconds of it
connection.
comprised of just some kid wrestling
Confirming
for real
it,
at his
which
school's
bit of
competitions or
equipment is
something.
fucking
You can tell it's
borked.
genuine footage because all the faces in the background are blurred out. At this point, you can pretty much glean that it's probably the director or producer's son or something like that. Because if it isn't, that makes it even weirder.
That does make it incredibly fucking weird after he just randomly showed up. Hi, Rhubarb. Welcome in.
Gabriel, the son of Olympian Ajax Gabriel.
So it's kind of hard to follow, but apparently the kid wrestling here is called Case Gabriel. He's some kind of wrestling champion in New Jersey, and the story follows him and his Olympian father, Ajax Gabriel, who we haven't yet seen.
It's genetics.
There he is.
It's genetics.
The kid is a machine, built to win.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have to pause right here. What in the hell was that? Who is this random dude all of a sudden, and why is he hassling my man over here like that? What's going on? That just comes out of nowhere.
And even appeared in a protein-shake
Huh?
commercial with his father.
Oh, that's his dad. Oh, that's his dad. Oh.
Do I have to report this movie to the authorities?
Oh,
is that
no.
the right thing to do? Should I stop making the video and find the number for like the FBI, for God's sake? What is going on? I must remind you that by this point we haven't even gotten to the first real line of the movie.
The hell is this? The hell is this? The hell is this, Omni?
Come on, Toby, get this.
Ah. Oh.
But somehow, this guy's popped in twice already, once shirtless.
That arm looked
That kid's
very
reaction right there,
poorly
that's the
twisted,
first semi-normal thing that's happened so far in this entire film. Emphasis on semi, meaning it's not all the way normal. I'm still in shock and pain.
Yeah.
Who is this person? I gotta know. Hold on. Let me just check.
Throw his bork?
Wait a minute.
Did you bork throw?
Mario Del Vecchio. Eureka! I found it! Yeah, the plot thickens.
Harful, you directly
they are not
borked
only
it
father and
because
son
you
in the
kept
movie, but
throwing
in
the
real
little
life
bits.
as well. And surprise, surprise,
Funny
Kenneth
little-
Del Vecchio
oh.
also just happens
Bragg,
to
thank
be
you for
the
the
writer and
penis
producer of the
man
film.
song.
I'm shocked. So what is this thing? Is he making this movie for his son to launch his acting career or something?
Ow. See? No, it's not working.
Show us what you got, Mario.
It's totally working.
I'm done with wrestling.
Well, what a miracle. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Done with wrestling. Why is that, Keith?
Because in 40 days and 40 nights, it's Christmas. So?
I hate to say it, but she's got a solid point, son. Your rebuttal better be bulletproof.
My friend has been in a coma for 3 months, and if I make a movie that will make him laugh, he'll come out of his coma.
That is not what I expected you to say. Hey, fair play. Science has never proved that can't work, but that could just be a waste of time, testing that. Keep in mind, please, this is actually the first line of the film. After 5 minutes of all that bullshit, that's what we have. You know as much as I do at this point.
You're going to make a movie at only 11 years old
that's
in hopes that your
incredible.
friend will come out of his coma?
Yes, I'm gonna write it and direct it.
What can you say? You love a movie that doesn't beat around the bush. This is solid storytelling.
And you have to help.
Well, it can't be helped. I guess I'll just have to write myself into more of the movie. C'est la vie. This Kenneth guy is quite the character, isn't he? I just gotta know more about him. Hold on.
Dark fantasies.
Damn. This is apparently not this guy's first rodeo. That's a sizable Wikipedia page. He's apparently written, produced, and acted in over 30 films.
Thank you, Ray.
Not only is he apparently the founder of the Hoboken International Film Festival, he's also the author of several legal books, including like hyper-technical works on criminal code, which, by the way, he himself states are second only to the Bible in terms of literature. His words.
The greatest book ever written on earth is the Bible. The second greatest book is my criminal code book.
And if that weren't enough for you, he's apparently also a former part-time New Jersey municipal judge. What doesn't this guy do? And by the way, what exactly is a part-time judge? I didn't even know that's something that
They
existed.
call them in when people are sick, like a substitute
I am
teacher.
sure it's not the abuse
Oh my
of
God,
language
that man
towards
is
your
evil.
patients that landed you in here.
He's got the same glasses I wear IRL.
I'm not sure exactly what's wrong here. That's just how the movie is. That's actually what happens in the movie. It just abruptly cuts from all that stuff you just saw to this, with no clues at all as to
Obama?
what's going on.
He met Obama. I should be judged by that guy. Whoa. I just start quoting the Bible rapidly.
Anybody gonna say anything? That's not American Sign Language.
You had something to say?
You are a complete mental midget. You do not have
What?
Dr. Reno in front of you. No, you don't.
How would you like it if you stepped into Newark Municipal Court? You're fighting a charge. You know you didn't commit the crime. It's 25 to life. It's serious. You look up on the podium and this is staring back at you. Get used to looking out from behind iron bars, because let's face it, you don't stand a chance.
Box.
Idiot.
There you are. Where have you been?
Gilbert!
At least Gilbert Gottfried's in this movie. What?
Yes!
Gilbert Gottfried's in this
Yes!
movie. Oh God,
He
no.
will cash any
Was this
check
his last
put
movie?
in front of
This
him.
came out in 2020.
Oh
It's
my
cutting it
God.
close. Almost. Okay, not technically. We can
Oh.
still sleep tonight.
Oh,
yeah, so the
his
legendary
last thing
Gilbert
was Mortal
Gottfried is in
Kombat.
this movie for some reason, and so are other.
Greg.exe gifted a tier sub to Mental Midget. They have given 76 gift subs in the channel.
Hey, Jeffrey Epstein, I heard what you did, and that isn't very poggers.
I concur, Gilbert.
Get over there in the coma. How did they get these actors? Is it really that easy?
For wasting
What was the
$100
budget for this thing?
Summon that great man's voice.
$2 million?
What the fuck?
Wow! You don't just get $2 million out of nowhere. And look, a lot of his movies have budgets like that. What? I'm just saying, a lot of genuinely classic films didn't even have a budget that high. Surely these movies like don't make their money back through the box office.
Huh?
I mean, there's no info on the record about that, but I don't think this played in theaters either, so where is this money coming from? Is it revenue from his legal books or something? That'd be a lot of book sales, okay? I don't know what, but something's rotten here. Oh yeah, the stink on this wrestling mat goes down below the carpet to the layer that looks like pizza. Or at least when I was a kid, I thought it looked like pizza. Don't make fun of me. What do you think, Yoda?
Crazy money
laundering possible, but to just landlords definitively say I will not.
I hate this thing. And if you bought this for your lawn for Christmas, you saw that in the store, you picked that up, you took it home. What is wrong with you? Get help.
Day 1 of your sentence is officially over.
Huh? What do you think?
I didn't script it with curse words.
You didn't script it with curse words?
So yeah, it turns out that whole thing that just randomly popped into the film was actually the comedic anti-coma film all along, and we've basically just been watching it. So what'd you think? Did you laugh? Did you cry? Understandable.
Yes, I was the inspiration for this project.
Man, it's sad.
What?
Uncle
Who are
always gets far
you?
away from the boom mic
Who are
when he's
you,
drunk.
drunk old uncle?
Just can't help himself.
I think he's trying to say,
What is this? This guy loves his sign language jokes, okay? And buddy, pal, what is going on with the V-neck here, okay? This is out of control. I'm no fashionista, but you got some explaining to do. You want a V-neck, I'll give you a V-neck, okay? What you got going on is pathetic. If it doesn't start at the belly button, how will they even know what letter it is? There we go. Nice and right in my retina. Who needs to see for this Christmas?
There you go.
Don't mind that. There you go. Don't mind that. No, nobody get too turned
on.
But guys, this isn't about me. It's about
He coulda went lower,
Charlie.
though.
In 5 days, it's Christmas, and when he hears this movie, he's gonna wake up from his coma laughing.
Case, you did a wonderful thing here.
But your little baby friend is dead. He's not coming back. Okay, that's not how this works. Don't you think if you could bring him back with laughter, the doctors would have put Seinfeld up on the little TV in the hospital room or something? Case, your friend's a vegetable. He's like this cauliflower, except this is much more useful because I can eat this. He's gone, Case, he's gone.
You need to start wrestling again, pal.
I'll start wrestling again after Christmas when Charlie wakes up.
Yeah, come here. You know what Abraham Lincoln said, don't you?
Now give
He
him a
said,
suplex,
wrestle right
throw him
now or
straight
I
into
will finish
wall.
the Civil War. 407 broken ribs. I'm going for the Gettysburg grab.
Hey, it was great sticking around for this movie, but I'm gonna do what I do every year at Christmas time. Either with you or without you. Usually it's with you.
we are not going to the Congo with you to wrestle.
What a selfish.
What?
Case, I am going to wrestle an elephant for you.
So you heard that right.
What?
The dad
What?
leaves the movie at this point to wrestle an elephant in the Congo for his son. Happy holidays. And that's pretty much that.
And you,
Is
young
that
lady.
code?
Elephants are really fucking cool, and I don't want to wrestle one. I just want to see one. I want to see its ears flap. That's why I'm going.
Now let's all huddle it up. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas!
So it's revealed that the comedic film has only one copy for some reason, and it's entrusted to the drunk uncle to protect it and make a copy when he gets home.
Listen, your dad made me the associate producer for a reason. Give me the hard drive, I'll make a copy of it. I'll make a copy of the DVDs, and I keep it safe for you, buddy.
Okay, Uncle Ronald.
Where's my elephant?
My boy,
Rag, where's
But
my
you don't want this?
elephant?
You don't want this peppered throughout your movie?
But Rag, where's
You don't want
my
his
elephant?
Bilbo Baggins impression or whatever the fuck this is?
It is going to be the best Christmas ever,
Right.
I tell you.
You don't want that?
Rag, where?
Well, you're getting that.
Where's my elephant?
Yeah, open the
Is it in
door.
the
We
Congo?
ain't
Fool around.
But all is not
Yeah, that
well
could
at
be
the
true.
Gabriel household. For mere moments after the uncle is
pretty great.
entrusted with the
Is-
hard drive, which, by the way, has the only copy of the movie
Jesus.
baked into it, it's revealed that two
SSJ.
scheming, ridiculously annoying characters are planning to steal it and hold it for ransom for a large sum of money.
Oh no.
The buffoon
The,
has
ma
gone to
the
bed.
man just
Gorgeous
painted
boyfriend
himself
has
up as a Grinch.
scathingly brilliant plan to make off
And,
with the
and
Gabriel's
the other one's
Christmas.
Cindy Lou Who.
Make off?
Menendez.
You mean steal?
Just fucking steal it already? I'm trying to sleep.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping.
Where is the ivy? Where are the tubes? How does he piss? So there's your coma victim. Let's be real. He just didn't want to go to school because he knew he was going to fail his biology exam, and now he's just locked in for the long game. Yeah, I know a long game when I see one. This is a long game right here. He's going like this every time the coast is clear. You wanted to play with fire, kid, now you're in adult diapers. Your mom's singing you nursery rhymes out of pitch right next to your head. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. So let me summarize the rest of this film for you briefly.
How do you get into a coma?
Nothing happens for 40 minutes straight. The robbers arrange to trade money for the hard drive of the film. The drunk uncle then pulls a gun on the robbers and then randomly robs his own family instead.
What?
There's $1 million in that bag. Between that and the black market of the movie, I'm gonna be set for life.
What do you mean the black market
of
of
the
the
movie? Live in your
movie?
shadows anymore.
Even though he could have just taken the money before they got there because he was with her and he had the money. He had the money. He already had. He's the one who brought the money. So, Kenneth comes back from Africa to save the day, and now things are really gonna be awkward at family get-togethers. And then at the last minute, the kid tackles the uncle, and they get the movie back. It doesn't matter. Does it even matter?
Ronald's gun was a fake. He took it from my toy collection.
No, Case, that's a bomb.
This is no bomb. It's a can of tennis balls.
He was a good kid. He tried his hardest, and now he's dead. It's a relatable story. He's dead! He's dead! Can I go? So anyways, there's one loose end to tie up. Case still has to play that movie for his friend and wake him up out of his coma.
Somehow are aware of Bitcoins, but you're like, no, I'm fine.
He just needs a little more time.
Yeah, it didn't work. He's dead. He's gone. He's locked in there forever. That was the last option. Shit. At this point, things start to wrap up, and Case says his final tearful goodbyes to his friend.
Wanna know my family's secret wrestling move? It's called the Gabriel Spladle with a soup ladle. Now don't show anyone, Smooth Charlie. This is how you do it.
Smooth Charlie?
After you've peeled back the guy's forearm.
Case, what are you doing?
You lock his head.
Oh, don't bend his head like that. You're gonna put him in another coma.
Case, that's a bomb.
Now this will either put the guy to sleep or wake him up. Case, could you get off? Charlie, you woke up!
Thank you for getting off me. That's some crazy story.
It hurts. It just hurts so bad. You know, some days it just hurts.
Oh, well, he fell into a coma.
God. It's a miracle! It's a true Christmas miracle!
Oh my God, praise God. Please tell me that's how it actually ended. No.
Jerry, I don't know what happened. She wasn't like that when I went to sleep. You're a barrier, Jerry. We bury together. We're barriers. Hatchets. We bury our hatchets.
So that man's made 5 movies from the looks of it at one point? All with the budgets of at least $1.2 million or higher. Can the IRS please investigate them if they haven't already? Because there's no way in fuck. Where is this? I don't care to reopen the video and go look, but I'm gonna say less than probably. The IRS is the best gaming. Hi, Lou Fuckelman. Hope you're doing good, bud. IRS gaming would go hard because they would have the best setups. Hands down. You want 12 monitor fucking rigs? 3 towers all fucking screaming at the same time? Liquid piss cooled. IRS simulator. Yeah, they just have the room. Wizard fight. Or sorry, Wizard King Court.
The Wizard King's Court is now in order. The defendant stands accused of first-degree wizard murder. What say you, Dirt Dog Slim?
I'm getting...
Yeah, I kill wizards, and once I break out of these
Super
chains,
Jail
I'll kill all of
meets
y'all. Oh my God.
everything that came after
Wizard King's
Adventure
Court.
Time.
Now all rise for His Majesty, the Wizard King. What is this, some kind of joke? This senile old fool is just so cold with the king. You shut your whore mouth when the Wizard King speaks! What? What's so funny? Wait, are y'all laughing at me? You're all dead meat! Order? The Wizard King has reached his verdict! You haven't seen the last of Dirt Dog Slim! My king! And the Wizard King wishes to punish the accused personally! That'll go take me! Dirt Dog Slim, don't make me laugh! Huh? I don't think I understand.
So the pen and paper, the TRPG itch, the incessant need to make a funny little character is back. I need it. God, I miss playing in RPGs. No. Yeah, it's no, not by choice. Rogue Trader is okay? No, I can't play a CRPG. I need actual pen and paper fucking roleplay. But there's a couple caveats that don't work for me. RPG is dead. No. Rogue Trader is also a tabletop RPG. Oh, fair. Not a so some people give a shit. Some people might care. I understand 40K and think some aspects of it are cool, but I think fantasy is better. Hi, Widget, welcome in. I think fantasy's better. I like when it's all old school and shit. Like, yeah, cool. You got a 12-foot tall blueberry fuck off machine of death with a chainsaw and its gun. That's pretty base, but at the same time, I want my funny little goblins and hats, and I want dudes on horses with fucking heavy armor and shitty rifles. I think that bit is neat. I think the 1500s, I think that's kind of like a neat period where they're trying to do formations that would be good against stuff from like 150 years ago, but then people are like, nah, fuck you, musket ball. Bang! Good time. It's a good time. For haunts on dudes. I'm not touching that. Oh, love, thank you for the 3 FOMO streak. Crossing streams for 3 streaks. Yay! Alright. Also, related to previous video, the joy of magic.
Chicken motherfucking nuggets! Chicken motherfucking nuggets! Chicken motherfucking nuggets!
Spamwich, welcome in. Spamwich, welcome in. Just turn him into a chicken nugget. It's good. That'd be good. That'd be a good spell. So there's a couple caveats of me not being able to play pen and paper. 1, I have no IRL group. 2, online feels like it's more of a business call for most people unless everyone's very active and talkative. 3, timing is terrible for everyone. 4, I don't like when the only XP is combat XP, and I think milestones are still cool, but fundamentally, unless the campaign is well written, they're also kind of like, ugh. So I'm picky at this point with the understanding that a DM needs to be able to be more fluid. Avocado ninja penis. Are you just reading off, like, code words, seeing if I'm a sleeper agent? XP should be like points in whose line? Yeah. There's a few aspects. If I DM, I want to make sure that, like, I try mainly to do one-shots with recurring characters over, like, long score actual campaigns, because A, no one's gonna get a fucking campaign done. B, it's just nicer to be able to whip something up real quick. So typically it's like, alright, start at level 3, move your way up, or alternatively, just pick this level direct, build your character up to it, show up. Full level scale campaign. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Mainly, I just want to do goofy shit. Like, every fucking character I play is a little shit in one way or another, in terms of, like, I want to have fun with the mechanics. You know how many times I've been wanting to be like, nah, man, you're getting glass in the eye. Throws bag of glass directly into face. Oh. We have a city to burn. No, it's not 2077 yet. No, I don't want to be that old of a man. Master mechanic. No. I just like doing dumb shit. So I had at one point... hello, Coco, welcome in!
Bud, what's up?
Word for that, but it's a mean word. I'm sure of it. I had a mastermind rogue, because I wanted to have somebody that was just a high-end intelligence leaning, and I wanted to be very charismatic and, like, get more story and less combat out of this one DM we had. Because he was good with the story. He was just being very lazy and leaning on combat. And I figured out with everything I could do that I could do a long enough distraction to essentially plant bombs at people's feet and then disengage as they go. And then I was like, well, I need something extra, because I could be like talking to them, and I had a bunch of speech-based bonuses. Dino, welcome in, bud. Thank you for follow. Hope you do good. I had a bunch of it's mainly conversation. Listen. I had a bunch of conversation-heavy things, and I also had the idea that, well, I am going to be engaging and disengaging a lot. I want to make sure that I have protection. So I made a bandolier belt, 2 of them, full of alchemist flasks. Yeah, I had talk no jutsu, basically. But I also had like 10 alchemist flask bottles strapped to my chest at any point that I could pull a string in the back, and they would just unfurl and fall out of my coat. So I would pull that string as the free action and disengage. And then, boom. Of course, I'm doing this knowing full well that there is a high likelihood that I could fuck up my guy beyond repair. No, people. I've got other characters to play. But of course, I do care about party members. I'm not going to kill party members. But I will do a funny little thing that might be really cool, or it might blow my legs off. The fucked up guy is better. Yeah. Like, I have a sorcerer who's a gold dragonborn. I call him Big G, because his name's Ghidorah. And he is and I shit you not, I've made him a complete merchant. But he also just happens to be a sorcerer. And I fucking abuse meta magic like a motherfucker. And the quicken... So, quicken spell, Scorching Rays, cast as bonus action. On top of that, I can twin a fireball cast as a cantrip, so I can do 2 spells, 1 turn. And with the twin, that has to be 2 separate targets. I basically do 6 attacks in one go by burning all of my stuff. And then I'm just a really big fucking dragonborn. Hi, Genghis, welcome in.
Konnichiwa, you little shit.
Also, I make him out to be flame-oriented. Ow. so I get fire resistance, and then later when I level him up higher, I add in the lightning and the lightning attacks. Also, in my mental sketches of him, he has 2 rings, one on each hand, that are just exact replicas of his head, but mouth open with jewels encrusted, and those would be how I use, God, what is the phrase again? For like magic wand and staff. My instrument's not the proper terminology, but it would be my casting instrument. My conduit. Where's the 3rd dimension? Don't worry about it. But don't worry about it, I mean, continue to scream into the void. Dungeon Masters hate him. Learn his tricks. No, arcane focus. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I want to be complete cheese with all the characters I make. I like to make references, but I don't like to make them like dead on the nose. I like to have.
I hope you get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat. I'll come to your house and kill your children.
Say it like that. Yeah. Jongus. A Jongus. King Quim's welcome in. When is the Snorlax Bud game coming out? I don't know. I got one person screaming about a game. I've got another person screaming about porn. Listen, I'm only one elf, and I've got to work multiple jobs to keep the rent going.
Kids,
you'll get it when it gets
wants
here.
To fuck you in the ass.
No
Play
way.
some Nintendo.
No
Bone some chicks.
It's no good. When's the death coming out? Oh man, listen, I already did that. It was the end of the Omicron stream, Jingus. You either missed it or you were there and you forget. Yeah, true. That was a good bit. That was an amazing bit. Thank you again for anonymous donator of the moments after I closed the door up to the Doug Walker bit at the end. They request to remain anonymous, and I respect their wishes. All I did was the skipping across the living room. Hope there's a VOD of that. Oh yeah, it's a clip. A Jingus, it's a clip. That was my favorite stream. No, I mean the whole stream. Yeah, no, I highlight every stream. You have to scroll back and figure it out.
Hello, everybody on the internet. This is Jesus Christ Şᵗᵱᵚ.
Benny, welcome in.
Your Lord and Savior, Messiah, God, and everything I have spoken in truth to you before recently.
Neat. Alright, a great man. Gonna give us a review. 3D bud, give me. No. No, you get nothing.
Note to self.
Not a
I don't want to live.
Fuckhead.
That's the stupidest thing you interpreted there.
I'm back. You don't even get the Canadian one anymore. Ha ha. Ha ha.
I hate you!
Yeah.
I hate the air that you breathe! I hate the fact that you're even living! You make me sick! You should not be alive!
I hate him! I hate him, but
I breathe! You are scum! I hate you!
Shut up!
I hate the air that you breathe! I hate the fact that you're even living! You make me sick!
Where?
You should not be alive! You should not breathe the same air I breathe! You are scum! You are below me!
No.
Dude,
no, you don't get that.
Why are you fucking here, man? I hate you! Where's your wife? I hate the air that you breathe!
I hate him!
I hate
you don't hate him,
Die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat, I'll get in your house and kill you. Die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat, die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch.
All the cells.
Die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat, I'll come to your house and kill you.
I hate him! I hate him, but
I don't want to live.
die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat. I'll come to your house and kill your children.
If a stranger comes up to you,
Get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat. I'll come to your house and kill your children.
You should not be alive. You should not breathe the same air I breathe. You are
Play some Nintendo. Bone some chicks. Play some Nintendo. Bone some chicks.
No. Okay. God, look.
Do not come.
I'm coming.
Yes, we came.
I'm gay.
Oh. Give respect to this man.
I don't want to live.
You can disrespect me, but you can respect to
Changing things up a little bit, at least this time.
Deal with the model. Scroll up. There we go.
You have another full disorder.
No, I'm fine. Shush. Ow. Stop it. Get some help. Grill yourself. Now! Grill yourself a nice big old sausage. Ow. So, Wonderful McSchwartz has provided me a PS1 model. It's pretty neat. They worked on it.
If a stranger comes up to you and wants to fuck
yeah,
you in the ass, that's no good.
And it's just glorious.
Kids,
also,
if a stranger
it's got
comes up
bones
to
in
you
it.
and wants to fuck you in the ass, that's
It's got
no
bones
good.
in it, so I'm gonna figure out later, when I'm not like needing to go to bed, how to stick it in a VR chat. Well, it's got bones in him. He does. Now that I'm no longer threatening to put him in the jar, let me expand. There he is. Now he's wide and squished. Yeah, it's a 3D model that I just have. Yeah, no, dude, like from DJ's model to this, like you can see the dramatic fucking improvement. Like not improvements, but like how you've come through. God damn. Thank you again. Jesus Christ. I don't need copium. I'm being grateful. Freak is as disgusting as you. Yeah, right? Captured perfectly. There you go. Now he's so tiny. I want to make a death battle between Bud and DJ. No, why we gotta fight? Why everyone gotta fight? Can't we all just fucking get along? And by that I mean I just bully DJ and just call him a bottom and he just accepts it. There we go. No. Okay, fine. Fine, I guess violence is the only way. 60% of my audience is American anyhow. It makes sense. All I'm saying.
I hope everyone out there watching this had a wonderful Christmas.
Or
whatever it is that you celebrate. Hope you just had a wonderful holiday season. Obviously, it's still in full swing, and as you can see right behind me here, have some decorations.
No, I'm not.
Have Jack Skellington right there, as you could see, though. Believe me when I say it, he's mostly interested just in these mints that he's sitting on top of. We also have a number of toy soldiers right over there. They're engaged in conflict. They're fighting over the nutcracker right there, although neither side really knows this, but it's like a Trojan horse type of situation. But nonetheless, life goes on. Now we begin to New Year. And this got me thinking. This whole video idea was sort of... It came to be because I was wondering
Chat,
this
what was
myself,
your
and then
worst
I figured,
fast food of this year?
I mean, maybe I'm just the only person that was wondering this, but I would have to assume other people are as well. I was thinking to myself,
mine, unironically,
I've tried all sorts of
unfortunately
items
Little Caesars
in the last year.
I bothered
I've
with
tried
my local
plenty
chain
of
for the
releases
first
that
time.
I hated, and plenty of releases that I thought were alright, and a few that I really liked. I was thinking to myself, because I don't really keep record of this, I was thinking, of all the reviews that I have done in 2023, what were the items that I thought were the worst? So I went ahead, I looked through every single video I did.
It's mostly a network test because I think my
I'm going to
router's
be
dying.
highlighting the 5 worst
Wendy's chicken sandwich not offered is disappointing. That's fair.
2023. Now this is based on my reviews. Again, I went through every single video I did in the last year, and these are the 5 that have the lowest scores, and the ones that I just really disliked. So I'm just going to go in order from the 5th one, which is going to be the 5th worst, and then of course the last one will be the worst release of 2023. So let's get into it. Release number 5. We're going to go back to February of 2023 and take a look at these loaded tots from Domino's. Today I'm going to be reviewing the cheddar bacon loaded tots from Domino's.
Loaded tots?
So you have the potato tots. Sprinkled atop is bacon, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, and a garlic parmesan sauce. It's
that on
available
paper
with a
sounds
price
good.
of $7. It's weird. They almost... I could see the moisture. That's the interesting thing. But they look equally...
I feel my colon quaking.
Dry and burnt as they do moist, which is just an interesting observation.
Oh no, it's like
loaded tots from Domino's, the cheddar bacon
both
variety,
burnt and cold grilled cheese that was not melted.
They kind of fall apart when I try to go in with a fork, but I'll just eat what I can.
I had Popeye's chicken sandwich,
gotta be
a
kidding
deluxe
me.
chicken spicy sandwich.
It was bizarre to me.
I had
how
checked an email about one of them order food
ingredients
bits, and they
that this has
once again in the span of 4 weeks given me a $15 off coupon.
As it is, and I was looking at
and
this
I'm kind of
to
thinking at
myself,
this point,
this is
goddamn,
actually what they were. I mean,
so
you're
I got
paying
myself
$8 for
Popeye's
this?
chicken.
This is what you're getting
combo for like $7.
They've got some good things on their menu, and this isn't
delivered
one
to
of them.
my home.
I am not a fan, and I wouldn't
Very
recommend
well.
it. Save your time,
They definitely
save
want
your
me to
money,
be like,
and
hey,
save
keep
your
keep
appetite.
spending money like you were doing.
It's just
like,
very disappointing and
during the
underwhelming. It's not
pandemic.
disgusting, but it's everything but
And
pretty
it's
much.
like, no, I'm not gonna do
Out
that.
of 10,
but
therefore,
every
I'm
once
going
in
to
a
be
while,
giving
maybe I come back.
the
to
cheddar
chicken
bacon
sandwich.
loaded tots from Domino's. I'm just gonna have to give it a 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, the loaded tots from Domino's, those weren't very good. They were still edible, mind you, but the big problem was that they were missing some important ingredients, and they were just a bit dry, and that's no good.
That's no
Now,
good.
on the subject of ingredients, we go to number 4 on the list, the Taco Bell Salsa Verde
no good.
grilled chicken burrito. Quite the name to it, but let's see what the issue was with that. Taco Bell has released their new Salsa Verde grilled chicken burrito. It's available for the price of $2. Included is grilled white
God
meat
damn it! I
chicken,
need to go to America Land where
seasoned
the food
rice,
is cheap and
sour
just as
cream,
processed as it is here.
a 3-cheese blend. So that would include their cheddar cheese, their mozzarella cheese, and pepper jack
God, I would be
cheese.
so fat.
It comes with a green chili sauce, and then it's all wrapped up in a tortilla. Here's the size of the burrito.
For $2?
Head for scale.
For $2.
And tie knot for scale, likewise. Going in.
Oh yeah, I've reviewed
This
Bell
isn't
stuff,
a
so.
trick question, like I said.
$2 USD,
and I
yeah,
think
$2.
I'll take another bite, but I think this matches my assessment without even having to take a bite. When I went through the ingredients, what was the big ingredient that I mentioned that's even in the name of this product? Green chili sauce.
There's no green
And if you're
chili
thinking
sauce.
to yourself, what green? What are you even talking about, Review Bra? That's exactly my point. I neither see any, nor do I taste any.
Like 5.
I'm just going to have to start ripping this thing up.
How much would it be Canadian? It's 74 cents to the dollar.
You could see, I mean, I tore this thing apart.
Damn.
I'm looking for the sauce, and I really can't find any. I mean, it's like, now it's getting silly, where I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I see, is that kind of green in color? Like, I can't really even tell.
He's sucking
The one that
all
I
the
got, the
Dorito
way it was
dust
served
off
to
them
me,
fingies.
3 out of 10. Very disappointing. And when its namesake is totally missing and in such an egregious manner.
I haven't
this is
seen the
supposed to be the
advertising for
salsa
it, but I
verde
will
burrito,
be
and when it
devil's
doesn't have
advocate
that, that's
and
a
imply
huge
that
problem.
green chili
So again, on the
doesn't mean
theme of
that the
ingredients,
sauce is
the issue
green,
with that
but the
burrito
chili was green.
again, it was that verde sauce. The big problem with it, of course, is that was the namesake of the item. And at the time, I remember they were making such a big deal over the sauce that was on this burrito, only for it to be completely and totally absent. And when it was missing such an important
this is also kind of why
ingredient,
reviews
it just
like
kind of made
these
the
should
entire point
unfortunately be
of
done,
the item pretty much just moot. There was nothing to it. So that's why that one was sort of harshly received.
But the one and
on
done
my
bite
end.
is essentially just
Now,
I've
this
tried
next
it.
one
Here's
doesn't
the
really
video.
involve ingredients, just the
I'm
quality
going
of
to the
item.
artistic level of
We go over to
you need
Burger
to do
King.
your research and you need to make
There's quite a few issues with it, so get ready.
Thank you for 5 gift subs.
This is
what
called
the fuck?
spicy melt,
Beat you with her
aka
cane.
they call it the spicy one.
I gotta get fucking
what it
random
has,
sticks again.
2
Those are
beef
so fun to just
patties.
whip around.
Now they say these are Whopper Junior
You got
patties,
Benny,
so in total the 2
you
beef patties would
you got
equal
Zeno, you
around
got
a quarter
Aim,
pound
and
of
you
beef.
got Loof.
It has
Nice
jalapenos,
nice shoots.
caramelized onions,
Caramel
American
onion.
cheese,
Ooh,
a
cheese.
creamy, spicy sauce, and it is on a toasted bun. Zooming in, you can see the
that was
jalapeno,
good.
the American cheese slices, as well as the bread, and you can see there's a cross section of it, freshly
make
cut.
make the bread
going in.
like
The idea itself
like
might not
garlic
be that
toast.
bad.
Might
Might actually be a
bread
pretty
garlic
good
toast,
idea,
and
but
that'd
the
be
execution
fantastic.
of it took a good idea and just threw it right in the trash. First and foremost, the creamy, spicy sauce
Fucking
is not
jalapeno
spicy in the
chips.
least. It's like this creamy, flavorless liquid. All I could taste is just the creamy texture to it. And one unappetizing thing is that the sauce,
Mod,
as
shoot
it
that chatter
combines
for
with
putting
the
weird links in the
caramelized
chat. Thank you,
onions,
mods.
it takes upon this sort of
Thank you,
slimy
Janice.
quality.
Thank you, Janice.
Is a few of the onions, not even a lot, but just a few of them.
Not even 7 onions.
They're just too charred, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, too
And as a
creamy.
result,
Doesn't sit
when
on the
it's so
palate, right?
flavorless, then you're tasting that burnt char on the onions, and that cuts through everything. So now I'm eating this, there's really no spice.
No
It's
spice,
slimy,
burnt caramel
and then
onions,
there's this
and it's
burnt flavor
creamy.
that comes in as well. Yeah, that's not all that appetizing. So therefore,
I'm sorry
out
to
of
tell
10,
you, buddy,
rating
but
the
that guy
spicy
might have
melt from
chlamydia.
Burger King, it's disappointing. I wouldn't get it again. I'm just going to
You
give
might wanna
this
get
3
tested,
out of 10.
if that's what it tastes
Yeah, I don't
like.
think there was a way to describe that item except for just plain gross. That one, again, it was just that sauce was a slimy texture to it, which that in and of itself is it's unappetizing, especially when it's not supposed to have that sort of texture. So that was a big problem, again, in and of itself. But then you combine that with the fact that those onions were burnt, and it's just this char and that sliminess, and that was no
I'll
good
ask
at all.
the daring question. Do you
The good news, though, Burger King has re-released the melts a couple of weeks
I
ago,
will be
I would
judging
say.
you on this.
I tried them out
response.
again. I revisited them, I re-reviewed them,
Don't
and
worry, don't
later
be shy.
on this year, they seem to have improved on them considerably. I don't believe I tried the spicy melt again, but again, just the new lineup of the melts that they have was much better. So maybe the one that I received back then was just a fluke, I'm not really sure, but they have improved somewhat, which is good. Now we're at number 2 on the list, and this is where things just get plain weird. There's no other way to describe it. I wanted to try out this one item from Arby's. And it was supposed to be this pork sandwich, and what I got...
Yeah, do you like onions?
Well, you'll see in a minute.
And I
I
will
still
judge
don't
you
even know
based
what
on
to
your
call
response.
it. But either way, whatever it was horrible. They call this the Bourbon Barbecue.
Oh, I remember
country-style
this.
Rib sandwich. It's available from Arby's. Price for it is $8 for the sandwich by itself. It's a special sandwich because on it is pork rib, cheddar cheese, onions, bourbon barbecue sauce, sweet garlic, and dill pickles.
On paper, sounds fantastic.
Very saucy, it looks like. Very saucy sandwich. A little sauce on the sides and the top.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm actually
onion's fantastic. I
a
love
bit
onion.
confused right now. So, it's supposed to have pork rib, cheddar cheese. I see the cheddar on it.
Yeah, they just threw that together.
I think this is buffalo sauce that they put on it. I don't think this is the bourbon barbecue sauce. I think they put buffalo sauce on this. And cheese and buffalo sauce. And that's it. I mean...
Judge, I want a recount. Go out and get a new sandwich.
This is. Is there even an item like this on their menu? I don't know. Unknown sandwich going in. No, that just doesn't work. Doesn't work at all.
No, that's not
Their
what my
buffalo
notes say.
sauce pairs
That's
quite
not what my notes
nicely
say it is.
with their chicken.
I can't go on with the review.
Not their pork.
Oh
I will
no!
say that.
Oh no! That moment could
It's
have
not
been
good at
his,
all. I give
the
it probably
review
a 2
goes
out of
on
10.
with-
It's
oh no!
flavors clash. It doesn't taste good at all. It's not enjoyable in the slightest. So I certainly, if you have the ability to customize anything, forget this. I wouldn't even. Don't even waste your time doing this. It's not worth it one single bit. And this certainly isn't worth $8. That I could tell you. To this day, I still have no idea what that item was supposed to be or how it essentially...
It was a
how it
fuck
was
up.
so different from what I ordered. Obviously, it tasted terrible.
Somebody was burnt.
Again,
on
I'm
the
at a total
line, and they're
loss as
like,
far
"Fuck,
as it's
what's
concerned.
This new sandwich. Oh,
So
we don't-
while that got
we
a
ain't
2
got-
out of
yeah,
10
$8
rating,
US dollars.
that was sort of... Again, I don't know if it was an accident.
For what
I don't
looked
know
like
if
4 cuts.
if
of
maybe the
just-
folks assembling it just got things wrong. I don't know if maybe someone out there has some interesting tastes
pork,
and they
no
got the orders mixed up. I'm really not sure how that even came to be. But this final item on the list, undisputably the worst item of 2023, there were no mistakes with this one. There were no errors, there were no issues. I received exactly what I ordered, and that makes it all the worse. And even adding insult to injury, this item that you're about to see was originally released in 2021. I tried it out at the time, and I thought it was horrible then. So when they released it in 2023, I wanted to give them a shot at redemption here. I wanted to see, hey, maybe what I got back then in 2021 was just the bad one, right? Maybe they've learned from their mistakes, who knows? I was giving them a second chance.
Maybe the
And you know
person
what?
working
It wasn't just bad.
didn't give a fuck at
It
the
was
time.
the worst, and I've watched every single review I have done over the last year, and this, without a doubt, indisputably, is the worst item I have tried in 2023. They failed miserably in 2021, and they failed miserably again this year. Burger King takes the cake, or the crown, I guess, in this case, with the release, or re-release, I should say, of their original Italian chicken sandwich. Burger King has brought back their Italian original chicken sandwich.
What the fuck
When
is
I
an
think
Italian
of,
chicken sandwich?
of Italy, right, specifically Italian cuisine,
What do they do?
I think of Burger King.
Put
I
prosciutto
think you
on
do
it?
too.
With salami?
I always think of
and the
sesame
chicken?
seed buns, right?
Or are they just drowning it in fucking
chicken
Italian
fillet,
sauce?
mozzarella cheese, and marinara sauce from Burger King. That's what I think of. You know,
Chicken
forget that
sweet Italian-
stupid
yeah, that's
pizza,
fair. It
right?
also
This
is
is
a
this is
plumber
where
and
it's
it
at.
hates
This Burger
turtles.
King chicken sandwiches. That's Italy right there. The chicken quality, I remember, was extremely subpar. The cheese was disgusting, as was the sauce. It was so salty. It didn't taste good. It tasted like there was something wrong with it. It essentially mirrored, at the time, institutional food, like something that you'd see served up in a prison or something.
It's like
The
Subway.
Italian original chicken sandwich, round
You
2
Subway.
from Burger King,
Oh, no,
2023
it's from
edition.
Spyros.
going in. It's different.
That sounds like a rough initial bite.
Not in a good way. It doesn't taste good.
Italian chicken sandwich was always trash.
And it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like nothing. It is flavorless. It is completely and totally flavorless. And I am saying this with no exaggeration. Somehow,
I feel like
by some miracle,
my bloodline, she ends here.
This may very well have been the most flavorless item
stab self in the throat.
I've ever tried. Right here, right now, this may very well be it. This is the first item I think I've ever had where I actually had a full mouthful of it, and it tasted like nothing. It's like there's physical matter in my mouth, and there's literally no flavor to it. Literally nothing. So you waste $6 on this to get a dry,
hey,
tasteless,
it's not too salty,
flavorless piece of chicken with equally flavorless cheese and a spongy, chewy, flavorless dry bun and some marinara sauce that you could barely taste.
Ah, so you could taste the marinara.
Burger King.
Your Honor, he's a liar,
they have
and
their
I want all his reviews stricken
Just forget
from the
this
record.
completely. Write it off. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money on this. No, I'm keeping my rating where it was.
2 of these sandwiches
2 out of 10.
Were referred to as special items.
It's disappointing.
I'm
not really
of them being
surprised,
$8
but disappointed nonetheless. The Italian original chicken sandwich, just forget it. Not worth it. Yeah, there was nothing good to say about that item. In 2021, it was really salty. It was horrible in its own way back then. Then I gave it another chance this year, and it was just like this dry, flavorless matter. It was extremely unpleasant to eat. I remember when I was eating it, I was taking bite after bite. And number one, my mouth was just full of it, but there was no flavor whatsoever. But it was so dry and difficult to swallow. I remember in that review, I was just guzzling down the water like crazy as I was eating it because it was so dry. It was sucking all the moisture out of my mouth. It was practically impossible to even consume without just trying to wash it down with water. And that was just a horrible item all around. And really, in my opinion, it almost takes some skill to have a horrible item in 2021 and then take the same item and make it equally horrible, just in a different way, the next time. Yeah, that's easily the worst item I have tried in 2023.
Wow.
So there you have it. It's been quite a year for releases, and of course we will see what 2024 brings. Hopefully it will be a year of many good releases.
Your $8 sandwich.
But knowing the way things are,
with
fast food, I'm sure there's going to be their ups and downs.
I got a Popeye
and, of course, it'll just be what it is in the end.
With a Coke.
I know this video was a little different from what I usually do, but again, I was thinking to myself, what's the best way to do these sorts of videos? So I thought, you know, I'll kind of be here like a moderator of sorts and then introduce the various clips of the reviews and let that do the talking, essentially, so then you could just easily see it with your own eyes. So let me know what you thought about that. And also, what did you think the worst fast food release was of 2023? Do you think it was also that item from Burger King? Or do you have a different view of things?
When I eat
so if you were a
Burger King,
frequent or even an infrequent fast food consumer, what was the worst thing you had this year? Feel free to leave a comment.
So I had a Whopper recently. It was okay. It was okay. Hold on.
Rob Liefeld is one of the most criticized artists to ever work in comics. He can't draw feet. He can't do perspective. Has he ever even seen a woman? But at the same time, he was, for a brief period, the world's most successful comic book artist. He was an actual celebrity. He made millions of dollars drawing
He's on top of the world
How did someone who
drawing
apparently has
pockets,
no skill in
McGee.
drawing become so successful and so popular? What was the secret to his success? And why did everyone turn on him? I spent the last few weeks researching, and the answer I found was probably the last thing that
got
I
a
expected.
drive
Let's
and
start
a
with something you've
passion
probably
that
never
is
seen before.
genuine
A
and
Rob
pure.
Liefeld drawing with feet.
And he also
Here's another.
hosts
There's some
AM
wonky
radio
proportions
shows,
here and
so
there,
that's-
but
that's
before you go
pretty neat.
dunking on him, here's the thing. He did these drawings as a teenager. These drawings are from a portfolio that he had put together at 19 years old to try and get a job in comics. They would have been tucked under his arm at WonderCon 1987, standing in a long line waiting for his turn to show them to an editor from Marvel Comics.
Well, the head editor for Marvel says that sometimes he discovers new artists at the conventions.
Hundreds of them show up at every convention, hoping that this will be their big chance.
And unlike everyone else in line, this might be his only chance. You see, when Liefeld was young, his dad was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Over the next few years, Liefeld's father would be in and out of medical care, spending 9 months in a coma, losing an eye, and the medical costs would cripple his family financially. But something came out of that experience for young Rob Liefeld, because sitting all those hours alone in a hospital waiting room, on his lap would be a comic book. And this was the 70s, when comic book art in America was exploding. George Perez, John Byrne, Neil Adams, and so many others were revolutionizing the medium. I can only imagine how necessary it must have been for a kid whose family is going through this traumatic experience to be able to escape that reality and into the universes of DC and Marvel. So comics become his obsession.
No,
as
don't
does,
sue me.
soon after, drawing. But despite his obvious natural talent, there was no way his family could afford to send him to art school. He was working 3 jobs to support them and just drawing in whatever time he had left over. And now, his father's tumor had come back. If he wanted to continue drawing at all, he'd need to be getting paid for it. This portfolio review meant everything to him. So he finally gets to the front of the line and sets his pages down before legendary Marvel editor Mark Gruenwald. Gruenwald shuffles through Liefeld's pages. He looks up. "Welcome to Marvel Comics," he says. "You're hired." At 19 years old, Rob Liefeld became a professional comic artist.
There you go.
He does a few small jobs for Marvel and
No,
DC.
honestly, no
getting a shot at a
wonder
regular series,
he progressed the
DC's
way
Hawk
he
and
did.
Dove. It's not
19-year-old
exactly a
kid, yeah,
prestigious
nope.
job, but he's desperate to make this new career work. So he brings his A game to these D-list characters.
It's
and now
all-
it may be hard to see
like Zach
today
Wild
why
with
it stands
Ozzy.
out. It's obviously tame compared to the
this
stuff
young
we'll
kid
be looking at
picked
in a
up
little
and
bit.
Ozzy's
But when
like,
you
"Get on
compare
the
it with
bus.
other comics
You're
coming
gonna
out in
learn
the
how to
late
drink."
80s, I think you'll see it's got this energy, a dynamism, and intensity that kind of makes it stand out. There were only a few other guys at this time doing this kind of showy work. One of the most influential was Todd McFarlane. And McFarlane had just been promoted at Marvel from his breakout work on The Incredible Hulk to The Amazing Spider-Man, one of the highest profile jobs in comic books. I think looking at this, you can see the influence that McFarlane was having on Liefeld right at the start,
Because
moving
I
away
am-
from that classic house comic style into
Edgy
something that's a little
Bud's still
more intense
there,
and heavy.
going,
And for young
"Yeah,
Liefeld,
Spawn's
it's working.
great."
Hawk and Dove becomes a big success.
Al
And so,
Simmons
in
is so
1988, after so many years of attending San Diego
Look at
Comic-Con as a
Crispy.
fan, Liefeld gets to go as an honest-to-God professional comic book artist. And it's at this Comic-Con where he meets
And at
someone who will
19,
change the course of
Jesus
his
Christ.
life. One of his friends introduces him to this intense Canadian guy in a jean jacket with a curly mullet. "You're Rob Liefeld," he says. "I know you. You're doing Hawk and Dove." It's Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane knows who Rob Liefeld is. They actually become fast friends. They end up spending the next 12 hours together, talking comics and art and everything else, even though they're at different points in their life. McFarlane is older, married, and serious. Liefeld is 20 years old and hungry for success, hungry to make the money to pull his family out of their financial situation. And what I see is this
Also
kind of big
draws.
brother, little brother relationship forms between them. I mean, just check out this video they made a few years later. I think you can see the dynamic at play.
And the other biggest question that I get is, did you pay for that haircut?
Unfortunately, I did, yeah.
That's brutal, buddy.
Sorry about that.
He brags that while Liefeld is still figuring out posing and anatomy, he's busy drawing every brick on every building, adding extra girders, working to set himself apart from everyone working in comics. But Liefeld wants to set himself apart
yeah, I
too, to
forgot
catch
that
up
he
with
drew Fowler
McFarlane. And so,
basically
in issue
Spawn.
5 of Hawk and Dove, when the characters enter an alternate dimension, he has the entire book turned sideways without getting the writers or editors' permission. Well, that didn't go over so well at DC. When they got the pages, his editor called him furious. He demanded that Liefeld redraw the pages in a traditional format, and if he didn't, he would be fired from the book. Liefeld refuses because, unbeknownst to everyone, he had been negotiating a deal to go over to Marvel Comics. See, Bob Harris, an editor at Marvel, had recently taken over the X-Men family of books. Harris had gotten that job because a few years earlier he'd boosted the sales of The Incredible Hulk by taking a chance on a little-known artist. That artist's name was Todd McFarlane. Now, Harris was looking for the next Todd McFarlane to boost the sales of a struggling X-Men
This is
spin-off
also
called
just
New
showing you
Mutants.
guys
Rob
the timeline
Liefeld
of
was going
comics
to
that
be
edited
his
the
next Todd
movie.
McFarlane. And just like he had on Hawk and Dove, Liefeld attacks the assignment with everything he's got. This is an era when a book's selling well meant big royalties for its creators, so his family's well-being was on the line here. He doesn't just want this book to sell well, he has to get this book to sell well. And so almost immediately after coming on the book, he begins introducing new
why
characters,
did he come on the
and
book?
they do not look like characters in any other comics at the time. And I'm just going to say it, Rob Liefeld is a strong character designer. Hold on, don't unsubscribe yet. Let me explain. I know he's mocked now for his pouches and shoulder pads and guns and swords, but again, we have to...
Give me blood pouch again. Give me blood pouch again.
In any other comics at the time. And I'm just going to say it. Rob Liefeld is a strong character designer. Hold on, don't unsubscribe yet. Let me explain. I know...
Blood pouch. He's the man with pockets and guns with pockets on him. Blood pouch. He's gonna shoot the shit out of you.
He's mocked now for his pouches and shoulder pads and guns and swords, but again, we have to look at this in the context of the time. Most superheroes were square-jawed guys who wore spandex. Just look at the covers before and after Liefeld takes over. This thing is going to stand out on shelves. He looks like he's about to murder the rest of the New Mutants. And this cover is McFarlane inking Liefeld's pencils, by the way. They're just so in sync. They spend a ton of time on the phone together as they work, and it almost seems like they're in a competition to one-up each other with how many lines they can put on a page. And Liefeld begins introducing new characters in almost every issue of New Mutants. If he's competing with McFarlane, in this area, he's winning. While McFarlane co-created Venom, most of his work on Spider-Man was really focused on creating great new visual interpretations of older characters. But Liefeld is throwing in new wild designs all the time, and the New Mutants is going from a struggling comic book to a sales success. But then McFarlane takes things a step further. He gets the assignment to launch a new Spider-Man series that he won't only draw, but also write. Whether to keep up with McFarlane because his ego was growing, or because he was genuinely trying to make the book better, Liefeld starts ignoring the scripts he's been given on New Mutants. This forces Louise Simonson, who's an incredibly gifted writer, to do last-minute rewrites around Liefeld's art. And, unlike his editors at DC, Bob Harras supports him in this. So eventually, Simonson is pushed off the book and replaced by Fabian Nicieza, who is happy to work his dialogue around Liefeld's art. And so at this point, the book just goes full Rob Liefeld. He introduces Domino, Deadpool, Shatterstar, this guy, that guy. It's just pure insanity, even if the plots and characters are getting thinner and thinner. And it's during this time that McFarlane's Spider-Man #1 finally hits the stands, and it becomes the best-selling comic book of all time. Marvel had thrown all their resources, all the gimmicks, everything they had at it. Todd McFarlane is now the biggest comic book artist in the world, and Rob Liefeld wants that. Even though he's supporting his family as an artist, just as he's always dreamed, he's still hungry for more. He wants to beat Todd McFarlane.
But our pages are actually 10 by 15, which is about the size of Rob's ego, although Bob Harras says it's usually about the size of a double-page spread.
So he calls up Bob Harras and demands he gets the same
very
treatment.
funny
And
video.
#1
I'm pretty sure
with
I've
all
shown
the
it a
marketing
few times
resources
on
that
stream.
Marvel has.
Where
Once again,
both
Harras
those
is in his
men
corner,
are in
so
the
they
same
cancel New
room
Mutants with
with
issue
Stan
100
Lee.
and relaunch it a few months later as
Stan's
X-Force
just
#1,
ripping
with story
through
and
both
art
of them.
by Rob Liefeld. How will it sell? We'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to use that cliffhanger to force you to listen to me talk about one other good quality of Rob Liefeld's art: his page layouts. Inspired by how McFarlane was making Spider-Man bigger and bigger in his comics, Liefeld begins to do the same.
Don't do tiny stuff. You know, that's been done a million times. Don't do tiny stuff. God used to beat this into me.
Characters are given huge, almost pin-up style treatment in the pages. Inspired by 80s manga like Appleseed, he works to compositionally anchor each page around key drawings. And I think this is where we start to see some of Liefeld's weird anatomy and perspective creep in.
I always start with the head and I do all these zigzags.
And that's why your anatomy sucks.
That's right. Sorry.
That's why you
Because while
can't
he
fucking
understands
draw
how
a
to
body
lay
or
out these
shit.
dynamic pages, he doesn't have the fundamentals to support it. So he ends up bending bodies and reality to fit that compositional vision. And while later artists would take his bombastic approach to layouts and refine it, I can't stress enough just how innovative and groundbreaking this would have been in the early 90s. Like, if you're a kid walking into a comic book store, and a lot of the readers at this time were young kids, and you're flipping through comics and you see this, it's probably the comic you're going to take home with you. Okay, thanks for indulging me. Back to the story. X-Force #1 finally comes out, and it beats Spider-Man #1 to become the best-selling comic book of all time. Like, this is insane. 5 years earlier, Rob Liefeld was working on a construction site. He's drawn less than 30 comics in his entire life, and he's now the best-selling comic book artist of all time. And not only are the sales good, but he's becoming an actual celebrity.
And he's all of 23 years old, and I want you to know he is one of the top talents in the comic book business. And here he is, Rob Liefeld. Hiya, Rob. Glad to have you.
Liefeld appears in a Spike Lee commercial surrounded by his X-Force characters. At 23 years old, Liefeld had achieved his original goal and so much more. But it's still not enough for him, because he's about to pull his craziest stunt yet. In the middle of his run on X-Force, this ad appears for a new independent comic, The Executioners, emphasis on the X, by Rob Liefeld. You can probably imagine the phone call he got from the Marvel executives. They threatened to sue him. They threatened to take away everything they'd given him. And so now he does something even crazier. He quits Marvel Comics. He and McFarlane, along with a few other top Marvel artists, had been plotting their escape from Marvel, so they walk out and start Image Comics. Now, I'm leaving so much out of the Image story, so much about Jim Lee, Will Portasio, Mark Silvestri, Eric Larson. These guys all deserve their own videos, so if that's something you want, let me know down below. But the short version is, this is an absolute earthquake in the comic book universe. For McFarlane, he felt he wasn't getting the level of respect from Marvel for what he had done for them. They would use his drawings on a t-shirt or poster and not even send him one. He wanted to hurt Marvel as much as possible. For Liefeld, he saw the financial side. He saw the action figures, the t-shirts, and how much money Marvel was making off of them, and he wanted that for himself. And he's done the math. X-Force was a huge hit, and you'd only have to sell about 200,000 copies of an independent comic book to make the same amount of money off of it that he was making at Marvel. But when his Image comic Youngblood comes out, it doesn't sell 200,000 copies. It sells over 1 million copies and becomes the highest-selling independent comic book of all time. And not only that, but his celebrity keeps increasing. The day Youngblood launches, he goes on the Dennis Miller Show for one of the weirdest talk show interviews I've ever seen.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, when I was young, we used to read, did you ever read Daredevil, X-Men, stuff like that?
Yeah, I work for Marvel.
And Youngblood's kind of a funny comic. For me, personally, it's the tipping point where all the fun stuff about Liefeld begins to go just too far. It seems that his success had caused him to stop trying to develop further as an artist, and he leans harder into his quirky tendencies. Like, he introduces not just one team, but two in the first issue of the book, and then in issue 2, he introduces another team and more new characters in issue 3. And those innovative, eye-grabbing layouts, well, they're becoming a problem. They may look great to flip through, but I feel they kind of harm a comic's ability to tell a story. Because while yes, Appleseed and other manga were using these big anchored images, they also surrounded them with pages and pages of rock-solid conventional storytelling. But Youngblood disposes of all of that. Issue 2 has 5 double-page splashes, 2 of which are vertical. I'll put a link down below if you want.
The fist on the first one goes hard. Bring me back. I don't want to have to jump a whole 5 seconds back. There we go. There we go. Look at that big tree trunk of a fucking arm. Swing at that man. That arm is thicker than the entire entity that it was trying to hit. Bless you, Rob. That is a huge man.
Double-page splashes, 2 of which are vertical. I'll put a link down below if you want to check it out, because while it's kind of incomprehensible, it does have this raw overabundance of energy that's kind of exciting. And that energy isn't just on the page, it's spread into Liefeld's life. He gets a cushy office and starts building out a studio of artists. He wants the best and most brilliant creatives working for him and starts throwing money around like crazy. He pays double, triple the industry standard to get people to work for him. He launches more and more comics, creating characters and handing them off to his staff. He ends up with 65 employees publishing 22 comics per month. He's 25 years old and running his own comic empire. But this is where his path has diverged from McFarlane. While Liefeld is growing an empire, McFarlane has focused all of his energy onto a single property, Spawn. And Spawn becomes the big hit for Image Comics. It beats Youngblood to become the best-selling independent comic book of all time. Liefeld begins to resent McFarlane, who repeatedly insists that Spawn is more valuable and more important than the rest of the Image lineup. And while Spawn is shipping regularly, Youngblood is slipping further and further behind. Liefeld takes over a year to publish the first 5 issues, and almost another full year before issue 6 comes out. McFarlane yells at Liefeld because his inability to ship on time is giving all of Image a bad reputation with retailers. Liefeld, for his part, begins a referring to McFarlane as the scolder-in-chief of Image Comics. Tensions between Liefeld and McFarlane were at a breaking point, and while I can't know what Liefeld was thinking, the next thing he does seems like it was intentionally designed to get back at McFarlane. See, since the departure of the Image artist, Marvel had been struggling with sales, just as McFarlane had hoped. There are a lot of causes of that, as the gimmicks and bad storytelling of the 90s had finally caught up with them, but now new leadership had come in and was looking for a radical way to shake things up, and so they reach out to Todd McFarlane and supposedly offer him $3 million to come back and take over some of their failing books. He turned them down point blank. Marvel was the enemy, and no amount of money was about to change his mind. But then, shortly after, he finds out that someone did take that offer. Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld is going to take over Captain America for $3 million. It was a clear betrayal of McFarlane's vision for Image Comics, of his desire to hurt Marvel as much as possible. Liefeld had gotten his revenge, but it would cost him. In unanimous vote of the Image partners, he was fired, or he quit. There's some debate, sources are below. But either way, the result was a messy divorce between Liefeld and McFarlane. The man who inspired him, who became his friend, his friendly competitor, his partner in business, was now his #1 enemy. He had given it all up for this job at Marvel. Was it worth it? Probably not, because things start going wrong almost right away. Liefeld's Captain America and Marvel's whole new direction is heavily criticized. It's during this period that Liefeld produces this infamous drawing that would end up haunting him for the rest of his career. And then Marvel declares bankruptcy. Again, there's a lot of causes for that besides comic sales, and maybe that's a good topic for a future video. What matters is that new leadership comes in, and they do not like Rob Liefeld. And so, his Captain America run is cut short after only 6 issues. After giving up so much for this job at Marvel, he had now lost Marvel too. And McFarlane, bitter over their dispute, uses every opportunity to tarnish Liefeld's reputation. He says everything you need to know about Rob Liefeld is in his name. He robs, he lies, and he failed. And it works. Liefeld's reputation continues to deteriorate. Articles accusing him of swiping art, of being unable to draw, go viral. A whole cottage industry pops up of memes about his inability to draw. And the all shucks, I'm just happy to be here persona disappears. His public persona becomes brash and confrontational. He gets into fights on social media with other creators over credit or other comments he's made. He promises new projects that take years to materialize or just never come out. To me, he seems bitter. Success had come so quickly and evaporated just as quickly. And all the while, McFarlane continues to succeed. Image becomes a huge success. McFarlane's toy business revolutionizes the action figure market and becomes a serious challenger to established toy companies. So much so that he gradually hands off more and more of the creative responsibilities on Spawn so he can focus on toys. And it's here, I think, that we find the final clue to Liefeld's secret to success. Because while McFarlane stopped drawing comics, Liefeld never did. He's still drawing comics today, drawing comics for Marvel and DC. Why? I can't imagine he needs the money, and every issue he releases just brings out more of his detractors. Because this is his real secret.
X-Men 108, John Byrne's very first issue of the X-Men. The X-Men are battling the Shi'ar off planet, and there's a cosmic disturbance that's caused.
Rob Liefeld loves comics so much, more than almost anyone else. And for a brief period, that love made it into his work, and it was enough to overcome all of his technical shortcomings and make him a superstar. But that very success would corrupt him. It would cost him his audience, his business, his reputation, and his friendships. But the story doesn't end on a sad note, because in the last few years he seems to have lightened up, learned to laugh and enjoy his success, enjoy drawing comics, and most importantly, to repair some long-lost friendships.
Trust me, I meet 23-year-olds now and I go, oh my gosh, I was such a dumbass. I can't believe I was doing what I was doing.
In charge. Yeah. I would never put that guy in charge.
No, I mean, let me just jump to the point. I get really reflective and emotional around San Diego. I love this show. I love my memories, and I don't think there's a memory I have without this guy. Like, especially the formative years were the best. They were the craziest before we all became our own entities. It was so awesome.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can really help out by sharing it with a friend or on social media. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, goodbye, Mr. Man. And now... the show 3 minutes of Stan Lee owning both the jabronis.
Coming across and why we're doing Overkill the way
you
it
can
is.
think and draw at the same time.
Yeah. and especially if it's going to be overkill, his equipment's got to be overkill as well.
Oh, heck yeah.
Always
Okay,
remember, he's tough, but he's not violent.
Okay, along those lines,
Stan
he's got
just
the biggest shoulder
rose.
pads ever existed. It's
I figured he would.
Okay, I'm gonna give
God,
him.
I hate
I'm gonna
that
give
their
him some
names are
big knee
Todd
pads
and
here,
Rob.
because
I'm
a guy like
thinking
him
of
that's got
fucking
some
Flanders
armor and
kids
got
now.
some guns and
Has
stuff
to
like
have
that.
knee
is
And
gonna-
so they just quickly
he
on the
looks
spot
grim,
make up a
doesn't he?
superhero.
Kids, you know, I mean, the kids like the dark, moody stuff. I mean,
they seem
you know,
to.
I mean, you're.
But I have a question I've been wanting to ask you guys. How long does it take these people to get dressed? These kind of characters.
Who says
that
they
you draw?
undress?
I mean, there's something they have to
You
get
mean
out
you walk
quickly
around
to
with
save
your
the world, but it
40K
takes them an
shoulder
hour and a
pads
half
all
to
the
get through
time?
all of this stuff
That's
if
right.
they work fast.
That's right. Getting into the costume is like going to the bathroom in comic book. You never show it, but you assume that Superman and Batman and Spider-Man actually do go and urinate every now and then,
You're
right?
right, but you never do show it, do you?
No.
Todd McFarlane. I think about
But
Batman
you do show,
pissing.
very often you show people getting dressed, especially women. I seem to recall that now.
Yeah,
and
no.
then.
Okay,
You draw
listen.
hands?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
into
yeah.
hands?
Oh, yeah, I'm the best.
You do hands?
I'm the best.
Oh,
Why don't we
shit,
give
you
them here, wires coming out here, coming down.
how do you
The
love
kids,
that
the kids
stuff?
love wires.
The wires that
yeah,
he'll
they do.
trip over
Why don't we
when he's
do
running.
Wires.
Hey, you draw a good one.
Wires gang.
Oh.
Wires gang.
Does he have a double identity? Is he really a meek
Who,
accountant in real life?
who else could he be besides Overkill?
Well, I mean, when he takes off all these clothes, is he a
I don't.
97-pound
Do you see
weakling?
him taking rough fist?
You see him take it off?
Okay,
I can't figure out how he's
We
gonna
have
take
three
it off.
different
I'm just
cannons.
still figuring out how to
If
draw it right
everything,
now,
yeah.
Stan.
For the large kapui.
The large kapooey.
So right here. They could be like missile launchers or whatever. But he's going to have those right over here.
What
I mean,
makes
this
you
guy's
make those
alive.
value judgments? Why only 3? He's got 4 knuckles.
'Cause
the reader's
and then
crazy.
this-
Why does he have more on that side than that side?
No.
For the sake of our unseen viewers, is this really the type of thought process that you guys go through when you create characters?
Except for we have more than 20 minutes.
This is probably longer than you usually
We do.
take. Well, I think I've got to say seriously, which isn't easy for me to do, but I think it's very impressive that in a matter of 20 minutes you guys could come up with something like this. I mean, bad as it is, it's still impressive that you were able to do it this quickly.
Yeah, that's a cool logo. That
Rob,
is really
didn't you
cool.
promise that
That's
you would draw
cool.
and we would do the talking?
Overkill.
When you
I'm
grow
sorry.
up a little more, you know, we'll
Okay.
let you in there with the grown-ups.
Well, when you were creating characters, Stan, what was the process back then? I mean, because Rob and I right now, we do our own writing and our own drawing. We don't collaborate with anybody
Oh, yeah, no,
anymore.
he's
So
cutting straight
That's the
through.
problem, and I've
That's
been meaning to
great.
talk to you guys about that. Boy, he is one grim-looking guy.
You also
There's no
have to
way this
remember
man
that
can
these
move.
two.
He's got to have a power to defy gravity, I would say, just looking at
He's
him.
a tank.
It's
I mean,
it's
what are you
the
thinking?
it's the
Now, the
totem
funniest thing
pole
would be
of,
if you
like,
say that these are
popularity.
jets and he's the fastest man alive. That and the way you have him, we've got to justify all of this paraphernalia.
Stan's got to
somehow.
kick down a
I don't
little
know that
bit.
you're really doing my character right.
But at the same time,
right, I
can
guess.
someone make an overkill?
Bunch of beginners.
Or
I just want you to, we have a minute and a half or so. I want to
finish his feet. Tighten those feet up, boy. Draw him some shoes, not boots.
I think it takes you longer than
Heck yeah. I'm going to step out, okay?
Incidentally, you guys are ruined us. You guys give up comics and we're going to show this.
Oh my god, bless Stan. I don't agree with everything that he did, but fuck, when he cut through people like that, it was sure funny. Ooh. Alright, well, the song's about to be over. Hold on, here comes the drop.
I hate you. I hate the air that you breathe.
I give you
I hate the fact
no,
that you're
not
even
sex with the
living.
Bible,
You make
not
me
Joe Biden,
sick.
not any of that.
You should not be
Stop
alive. You
Get
should not
some
breathe
help.
the same air I breathe. You are scum. You are below me.
Calm down.
You're a fool, Ｓᵗᵗ.
Maybe. Tiny bit. But calm down. Nonetheless. Alright, who's online?
I hate him! I hate him, Butt It!
Shut the hell up.
Shut up!
That's right, Beavis.
I hope you get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your throat. I'll come to your house and kill your children.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Oh, that's disgusting. Who would play this? Oh, that's disgusting. Who would play this? Oh, that's one option for raid. Who else is on? Oh. Oh.
Hey kid, if a stranger comes up to you and wants to fuck you in the ass, that's no good.
Yeah, it's definitely my router. I'm gonna fuck with that tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm potentially do a much earlier stream. It depends on if I can fuck with shit without breaking everything. Until then, you're getting the weird incest game. That's not totally all incest, but there's a lot of cannibalism in it. And they got the art for it too. Alright, we're gonna go say hi to Ʃᵗᵒlél. You all be good, behave, or I'll beat you with like fresh bamboo sticks that still retain water, so they still have the firmness. So if I hit you right across the jaw, it's gonna crack it. You're gonna get beat into a fucking coma, and then Gilbert Godfrey, who is no longer around, can't get you out of the coma by making you laugh real hard. So you're fucking gonna be dead forever, stuck with tubes in you. Okay, for that.
I hate you!
Shut up! Shut up!
I hate the air that you breathe!
I
hate the fact that you're even living! You make me sick!
Go to bed!
You should not be alive!
Go to bed right now.
You should not breathe the same air I breathe!
You go to bed.
You are scum!
I don't want to live!
Get up, hydrate, and eat.
Konnichiwa, bud! What's up?
Hi, Harful, bye, Harful.
Note to self. I don't want to live.
Now, fuck right off.
Come rope.
You little jit.
Grill yourself a cheese.
Come rope. Come rope.
I'm gonna kill you all. Ow.
Come rope.
I'm trying
Come
to
rope.
I need to go to bed.
Come rope. Come rope.
Why do you want me alone? Figure out a bottle beside me to be used soon for anything, because it does have bones in it. Demi Boy, hi.
I don't want to live.
I will die forever.
4 big guys, and they must have my eyes. They eat my ass just like apple pie. They keep fucking me like this, I might just die. Frick, I'm a big real guy. God. 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 No, you're licking. No, you're licking. No horny noises. Stop that. Stop.
I hope you get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna clear my sinuses. I'm gonna crank the gain up and clear my sinuses. And then spit right in the spittoon, and hopefully you hear the ding. Finger in his ass. Finger in his ass. Kanye West, he likes big fingers in his ass. Fingers in his ass. Fingers in his ass. Kanye West, he likes big fingers in his ass. Stop. Hey, if you have a sub, that's the raid message. If you don't have a sub, that's the raid message. Goodbye, good night, I love you all. Now get the fuck out before I hit you violently in the spine.
You should not be alive.
Aha, you got caught.
The same air I breathe. You are scum. You are the hate the fact that you're even living. You make
I hate him. I hate him, Butthead.
You should not be alive. You should not breathe this air I breathe. You are scum. You are below me.
I hate him. I hate him, Butthead. Shut up.
That's right, Beavis.
Shut up.
Come, Rope. I hope you get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut